Hello and welcome to my channel. The news of the next standard banner rotation has just arrived and we are receiving a rate up for our ex-wife Calci and Shining. For the 5 stars, Sessa, Todophones and Reed are having a rate up. Let's look at the 6 stars first. Arknights really loves making pharmacists. Calci is a single target medic or just medic if you want the official name. Her range is 1 extra row longer than an ordinary ST medic, which works well with her talent. Calci can summon a monster called Monster. Monster has a high attack, defense, HP but has 0 arts resistance. Calci's talent states that if Monster is deployed out of her range, his defense becomes 0. Her second talent states that when Monster commits die, all enemies in the surrounding 8 tiles are stunned for 3 seconds and receive 1200 true damage. Her first talent makes deploying Monster somewhat restricting, but with the right placement, this problem can easily be overcome. Her second talent is pretty good, the true damage and stun are always welcomed. Calci prioritizes healing Monster and herself over other operators, making her an extremely bad healer to keep your allies alive. Monster can not only deal AoE damage with Calci's skill 2, it can also deal single target true damage with her skill 3. Calci is an extremely strong unit to have, and can be used in almost every stage. Next, we have Shining, a single target medic just like Calci, but is a legitimate pharmacist this time. Shining is your ordinary medic, but she improves the survivability of her teammates much better than the other medics. This is because Shining can boost her own attack as well as her teammates' defense through the use of her skills and talent. Her first talent grants all allies additional defense. It's not much, but having more defense is always great. Her next talent grants her 10% attack speed, not much, but this can improve her healing output per second by quite a decent amount. Her second skill, which is her most popular skill, grants an ally a shield that can absorb arts, physical and true damage equal to a percentage of Shining's attack, and the ally that received the shield gets an additional defense boost. This skill can even hold charges. This is an absolutely good skill to have. However, given Yostar's tendency to make low-rarity medics absolutely bonkers, Shining is not a must-pull. Warfarin, a 5-star, who is also from the same archetype, can heal and provide SP in an attack buff with her skill 2 and talent, while Susoro, a 4-star, can provide huge bursts of heals with her skill 2. This makes Shining a little unnecessary, but she is definitely one of the best healers. Moving on to the 5 stars, we have Todophones, a besieger sniper. This archetype has an extremely weird range, and the trait of this archetype is that Todophones will attack enemies with the highest weight value first. Her second skill, which is her signature skill, is an ammo-based skill similar to Chen Alter's skills. It gives Todophones 10 ammo to fire, and when it hits an enemy, it will explode after a short delay, dealing physical damage to the enemy hit by the arrow as well as other nearby enemies. This makes Todophones a budget AoE sniper. Being an ammo-based skill, you can manually deactivate the skill anytime you want, which is nice. Her talent further boosts her attack when attacking Sarka's enemies, which fits into her lore. However, Sarka's enemies aren't that common to begin with, so this talent is useless when Todophones is facing other enemies. Even so, Todophones is a very powerful 5-star sniper to have. The only drawbacks are her weird range and sometimes her talent. Next, we have Sessa, an AoE sniper or artilleryman if you want the official name. He is, well, not really good. His talent states that he will deal additional damage to blocked enemies. This means you need other allies to block enemies for Sessa to deal that additional attack. Not very nice. His second skill lets him change his attacks to delayed grenades that explode after a duration, dealing physical damage and reducing the movement speed of the opponents for a short duration. This skill can be counterproductive at times. Sessa has a long range, and with the movement speed debuff, enemies will take a longer time to reach your guards and defenders, which interferes with the activation of Sessa's talent. Furthermore, his grenades take too long to detonate, and fast-paced enemies such as hounds will easily run past the grenades, making it useless. There is even this meme about Sessa missing all his shots. Do note that this is probably edited, so don't take this seriously. Shirayuki, a 4-star AoE sniper, might even be better than Sessa in most scenarios. Lastly, we have Reed, a DP on Kill Vanguard, our Charger Vanguard. Reed is an interesting operator as she can deal both physical and arts damage with her skill 2. However, her talent only increases her resistance by 20% at Elite 2, which is lackluster to say the least. The attack buff from her skill 2 is also quite low, but the skill has a good duration. Now, may I introduce you to Vigna, a 4-star Charger Vanguard. Vigna is easily obtainable and can deal huge amounts of damage thanks to the amazing attack buff her skill 2 gives. She is probably the second best operator from the Charger archetype, behind Bagpipe. While Reed's arts damage from her skill 2 can be helpful in certain scenarios, Vigna does a better job most of the time. So, should you pull on this banner? I'd say it's a decent banner thanks to the 2 powerful 6-star operators. The 5 stars aren't that great, so if you decide to pull, I'd recommend doing 10 pulls on the banner first to claim the offer, and if you did not get a 6-star in that 10 pulls, you should then decide whether you want to continue pulling for a 6-star. Considering the schedule of the next banners, it is quite safe to pull on this standard banner. However, personally, I will be saving for future operators coming to Arknights Global, and I think if you are not in a rush to obtain the 5 or 6 stars on the banner, you should also start saving your Orundums, and that is all. I will be making similar videos in the future, so please consider subscribing to my channel. I am aiming for 100 subs by end of June, so please help me make it a reality. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.